Hello, how's everybody doing? We're, I know, still trucking along as we're maybe feeling a little cooped up in our homes. Hopefully, you can still get out and walk around where you live. Um, Getting that outside time helps. We are getting a full tour of my house through yoga practice. I was looking for a little brighter light, a little better lighting. So we are out in my Florida room, and this is the room that Jamie and I renovated when we got here back in. Let's see, we finished renovating it right after Labor Day. So this is the fruits of our labor. And with me, I have 2 cans of black beans. Go ahead and grab yourself 2 cans, or if you have weights at home, grab your weights. Otherwise, cans will do. We're going to set them under our chair, and we'll go ahead and get started for Thursday, which is our weightlifting day. So with that, we'll come to the top of the mat. Again, be mindful of what's above you. And we'll just take a moment to get our feet really settled into the ground. Shoulders roll back and down. You're gently, not like, right, you're not trying to get a 6-pack. You're just gently pulling the belly button back to spine, just slightly tilting the pelvis forward. As those shoulders are back and down, the crown reaches up, and we find our Tadasana, our mountain pose, to start. And as we settle in here, we're just going to take a big deep breath in through the nose and let it go, sigh it out. Another 2 just like that. Big deep breath in and sigh it out. Last one. And with that, we'll go ahead and give ourselves just a moment to be grateful for something, right? We have a lot going on in our world. We have a lot going on around us. Maybe there are stressors in being locked up at home. I would imagine there might be some that exist. So on that note, just take a moment, find something to be grateful for, breathe it in. And then we'll go ahead, inhale, bring our arms up overhead, and exhale, let the hands down. Inhale, arms reach, and exhale, hands come back down. Inhale, arms reach up, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good. We're going to inhale, bring our arms up overhead. Exhale, palms come to heart center. From here, we're going to go ahead and stretch our wrists a little differently today. We're going to take our hands, roll them out away from us, and then bring the backs of the hands together. So we're going to make a big circle with our wrists, just rolling here. Having your wrists stay in touch, and you're just making big circles with your hands. Stretching through the wrists. Good. Nice little hand flower dance. Good, and we'll switch directions, rolling the opposite way through the wrists. You can hear mine little snap, crackle, and pop. And then we'll release, open and close the hands a few times. Good, roll through the wrist as necessary. And then we'll shake them out. Just shake the hands and let them come to your sides. We'll pick up the shoulders, roll them back and down. Once, twice, and then one more time. Pick them up, roll them back and down. Good. We'll switch directions, rolling them forwards. One more time. And releasing. Taking a couple of washing machines, side to side, heavy arms, feet planted, belly button gently drawing in, keeping the lower back nice and safe. And we'll come back to center. Good. Letting the hands fall beside you, finding our Tadasana, We'll inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold through heart center all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Hands come to the mat. We're going to walk ourselves back into downward facing dog. Finding our way into downward facing dog. Our hips reaching up nice and high. Hands planted firmly into the ground, pedaling through the feet, side to side. And then bringing both heels down and maybe swaying hips over to one side a little. And then the other side. Good. And then coming down into all fours. As we come into all fours, pressing those hands down into the mat. Wrists under shoulders, knees are under your hips, tops of the feet down in the back. We'll move right into our cat and cow. Inhale, gaze reaches up, tailbone reaches up. And exhale, rounding through the spine, gaze looks to the belly button, pressing the floor away. Inhale to our cow pose, and exhale to cat. Good. Keep moving at your own pace with your own breath. Inhaling up and exhaling, looking to the belly button. And then taking your cat-cow maybe side to side, getting into the spine, looking over one shoulder and then the other shoulder. Any other movements that your spine needs, feel free to take those now. Maybe finding a child's pose. Good, working through the spine. And then we'll go ahead, we're all gonna meet in a child's pose. So we're gonna sink the hips back, knees are wide, big toes are coming to touch, arms reach out forward as far as they'll go. And we'll take our hands and we're going to walk them over to the right side of the mat. So again, I'm going to mirror today. So we're walking the hands over to the right side of the mat, stretching through the left side of the body, breathing into that stretch. Maybe even taking your left hand and placing it on top of right hand. Just breathing into the side body. And then we'll walk back through center and over to the other side. Hands walk over to the left side, forehead rests, or if your forehead doesn't quite reach the ground, you can just hold it up, or if you have a block or blanket nearby, you can put something under your forehead so you can rest your head down. And if you did so on the other side, you can stack right hand on top of left hand if you want a little more to that side stretch. Just being mindful. Breathing into where you feel it, noticing all those little rib spaces stretching, noticing the armpits get a good stretch, and the bicep, and the shoulder. And then we'll walk back to center. Good, we're going to come back up into all fours, walk the knees back underneath the hips. We're going to do our spinal balance. So we'll go ahead, send right arm out in front of us. We're leading with the right arm this time. And then left leg reaching long. Flexed foot behind you, tucking in at the core. We've got 8 taps here. So we have 8, 7, still breathing, 6, 5, 4, tucking in at the core, 3, 2, and 1. Good, come back down. Switch over to the other side. Left hand reaches long, and then right leg. When we lead with the hand, it kind of changes up our normal balance scheme. We're used to leading with the leg. Flex toes behind you. We'll inhale, and exhale, we'll tap. 8, 7, 6, 5. Good, keep it up. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come back down. Take a cat-cow, reset the spine. And then we'll go ahead, curl the toes behind us, send the hips up, downward facing dog. Find a breath here in your downward facing dog. And then we'll walk the hands back to the feet at the back of the mat, coming into a forward fold. Taking a moment here to just let the head hang. And then we'll go ahead, take a big deep inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. We ground down through the feet, rolling up, taking our time, arms reach. And exhale, palms come to heart center. Good, we'll find our Tadasana, our mountain pose. Shoulders roll back and down. All right, we're gonna do a little balance to get up to the top of the mat here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our weight over into our right foot, and we're gonna take the left foot up and we're gonna reach really long like we're a big giant star, and we're just gonna set that foot down a couple inches in front of, left foot comes down just a couple inches in front of right, and then we're gonna take it to the other side really big, set the foot down, come back down. Really big, a little tilt over to that side, foot comes down. Good, just walking our way up to the top of the mat. Last one. And then back down, and we're at the top of our mat. Good, we're gonna inhale, arms reach up overhead. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale all the way up, rolling up, arms reach up overhead. And exhale, palms to heart center. All right, we're gonna move into our standing series. So we'll go ahead and we'll start by stepping right leg back, coming into our warrior one. So as right leg steps back, we're bending into our left knee, hips aiming towards the top of the mat, arms reach up, shoulders drop down, belly button, again, gently reaching back, straightening into the back leg. Good. Hips, shoulders squared up to the top of the mat, and we're breathing here. All right. And we're going to find our humble warrior today. So as we plant down through both feet, we're going to take palms to heart center. We'll inhale here. And exhale, hinge and fold, coming into our warrior, or our humble warrior. Palms or elbows can collapse so that you can fall in between, or fall into the inside of your left leg, still bending into that left knee. And you find your breath. You drop the crown of your head. If you're holding it up, you see if you can drop the crown of the head towards the floor. Makes the balancing a little bit harder. One more breath here. And then use that core center. Draw yourself all the way back up. Arms reach up, warrior one. Good. From here, we'll open up into warrior two, facing the long edge of the mat, adjusting the feet, adjusting the shoulders, the hips, and that front knee. Arms reach out nice and long, shoulders roll back and down. Good. Find your breath here, both feet planted. We'll flip the front palm. We'll inhale here and exhale as we reverse. Inhale back to warrior two. Exhale to side angle. Good. Inhale back up to warrior two. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale to warrior two. And exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse side or reverse warrior. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, side angle. Good. Inhale back up. Exhale as we straighten through that front leg. We're going to find our triangle here. Now you have your chair beside you. You can scoot it up to the front of the mat as needed. We're going to take our arms nice and long. We reach that front arm really far. And then you bring it to your hand, or your hand to your shin. And rolling up and open, you can bring top arm up. Now if your hand coming to your shin isn't comfortable, that's what your chair comes in for. You press your hand down onto the chair. You reach top arm up, right arm reaching up, left arm pressing into the chair. Both legs are straight. And you find a nice opening through that right shoulder. Collarbones opening up. Good, one more breath here. And then we're gonna bring ourselves all the way back up to standing. We're gonna come into our pyramid pose. So we've practiced pyramid with our chair before in class. Chair just comes to the top of the mat, hands come to the hips. We're gonna step our right foot up about half the distance, shortening that stance. Toes aiming towards the front of the mat, hips aiming towards the front of the mat, hands to the hips, tall spine. Inhale here. And exhale, hinge and fold. Hands can come to the chair or the shins. You're working on drawing that left hip backwards in space to keep the hips nice and even. And then maybe you bring forearms to the chair, or maybe hands come to the legs or to the ground. You have so many options here. You find what works best for you. And we find our breath here in our pyramid pose. And then we'll go ahead, press ourselves all the way back up, come up to standing. We're gonna move the chair to the side, and we'll step the right foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. And exhale, palms to heart center. All right, we're back in our mountain pose, our starting pose. We'll do the other side. We'll go ahead, step back with our left leg. Left leg steps back. We come into our warrior one. Again, hips aiming towards the top of the mat. Arms reach up when you're ready. Bending into your front knee. Ever so slightly tucking in at the core. Arms reach. Shoulders drop. And we find our breath. We're pressing equally into both feet. Feeling both feet press down. Good. And then from here, we'll go ahead and take our humble warrior. We'll inhale. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale here. And exhale, hinge and fold forward. Collapsing the elbows together so that you can come to the inside of your right knee. And then again, if you're holding onto your neck and head and looking down at your right big toe, see if you can drop the crown of the head towards the ground and look back towards your left big toe. Using that core to keep you nice and stabilized. You have one more big breath here. Your next inhale draws you all the way back up. Arms reach, warrior one. Good, and we'll open up into warrior two, facing the long edge of the mat, adjusting yourself as needed. Hips, shoulders, feet, and then finally that front kneecap. Arms reach nice and long. Gaze can be over, right middle finger, shoulders drop down. Good, and from here, we'll flip the front palm. Inhale here. Exhale, reverse. Inhale to warrior two. Exhale to side angle. Inhale, back up. Exhale, reverse. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, side angle. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, reverse. Last time. Inhale, warrior two. And exhale, side angle. Inhale, back up to warrior two. Good, we'll inhale, straighten through that front leg, and then we'll find our triangle pose. So again, you bring that chair in. Both legs are nice and straight. Right arm reaches really long, and then comes down to your shin or your chair as you roll up and open. Left arm reaching up towards the ceiling. Left shoulder rolling back. Collarbone spread nice and wide, and you find your breath. Good. And then we'll go ahead, use that top arm, draw yourself all the way back up to standing, and we'll set ourselves up for pyramid pose. So we're going to step left leg halfway up the distance to the top of the mat. We'll bring the chair to the front of the mat. We'll go ahead, plant both feet down, hips aiming towards the front of the mat, hands to the hips. Inhale to lengthen the spine. And exhale, hinge and fold. Hands coming to the chair, your leg, the floor, wherever works best for you. And you're working on drawing right hip backwards in space to get that nice deep stretch through the back of the right leg. Maybe as you're here, you find a little bit more room in your stretch and you come down to your forearms on the chair. You find your breath wherever you are. Maybe the crown of the head drops and you tuck the chin towards the chest to look back at the knees. We're going to go ahead, use our strength, bring ourselves back up to our hands, press up, move the chair out of the way. We'll step left foot to the top of the mat. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up, arms reach. And exhale, palms to heart center. Good. All right, we're going to move to our balancing. So we'll bring that chair back to our halfway distance. And we're going to come to the middle of our mat. We're going to go ahead, bring our hand to the chair. Our right leg is going to ground down, right hand on the chair, wherever feels comfortable, whatever your chair looks like. And we're going to go ahead, bring left knee up to a 90. All right. We're working on strength building today. So as you have that hand on the chair, it's fine to leave it there. If you want to practice more balance, you can always float the hands, whatever works best. We're going to start by tapping the heel down towards the mat. So keeping the toes pointed up towards the ceiling, we're going to inhale, lengthen, and then we're going to tap. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, tap. Good. Inhale. Last one. Exhale, tap the heel. Good. Inhale, bring it back up. Now we're going to tap the toes. So we're going to point the foot, and we're going to reach down and tap as far forward with the big toe as you can. Bring it back up. Tap. Bring it back up. Last one, tap. Good. Flex through the toes. Bring it back up. We're going to bring this knee out to the side and back in. To the side and back. Nice, tall, strong core. Back out to the side and back and set it down. Good. Pedal through the feet. Pedal through the feet. Good. We're going to come up to the tippy toes. Arms reach up overhead. Tippy toes, tippy toes. And then staying on your tippy toes, bring the hands down to heart center. Staying on your tippy toes, staying on them. And then gently lower the heels. Good. All right. We'll go ahead and do our tree pose on this side. So again, right foot grounds, right hand to the chair, left knee turns out to the side, tall spine. Maybe you find just your ankle and the floor. Maybe you find ankle, maybe calf. Wherever works for your tree pose, you're opening up through the hips. You're finding a nice hip opener. Hands can come to wherever feels comfortable. Maybe hands at hips, maybe one on the chair, wherever works. I'm like doing the YMCA over here. You got so many options. We could even do that if you wanted. Come into the Y. C-A. I think I did the C backwards. A. We're finding our breath. I didn't look at the time, so we're gauging it today. We're hoping it's enough. We're finding our breath. Standing foot rooting down. Maybe your arms are reaching. Maybe you send the gaze up towards the ceiling. Got another breath here. And exhale. Palms to heart center. Release through that foot. Whoa, pedal through the feet. Give your feet some loving. Good. All right. Can't make you turn around on your mats, but if you want to turn around on your mat, and that's easiest, you go for it. I'm going to stay where I'm at. I'm just going to bring the chair to the other side instead of running around to the backs of the mats. All right. hand comes to the chair, new standing leg, left leg, strong leg, right foot comes up to flex, right knee comes up to a 90, toes reaching up, finding your balance, maybe holding a chair, maybe floating the hands. We're going to do 3 taps with the heel. So we'll go ahead, tap down and back up, still breathing, tap down and back up. Good, last one, tap down, use your core, back up, point the toes. We're reaching with the toes, reaching and back up. Reach with the toes, back up, last one, reach with the toes, back up, flex through the toes. Good, toes reaching up, knee out to the side, back to center, out to the side, back to center, last one, to the side, and center, and lower on down. Good, pedal through the feet, come up to the tippy toes, back down. Good, we're gonna do tippy toes again. Arms reach up overhead, come up to the tippy toes, reach, 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 reach as high as you can reach. And then staying on the tippy toes, palms come down to heart center, and then lower. Good, heels come down to the mat. All right, we have our tree pose on the other side. Left leg, strong leg, right knee turns out. Floor and ankle, ankle, calf, wherever you end up, you find your balance, you open up through the hips, and you find your hand variation. You find your hand variation. You figure out what works for you, and you follow your breath. Looked at the time that time. Shoulders roll back and down. Maybe you play with your gaze. If you did the YMCA with me on the other side, we're going to balance it out and we're going to do it on this side. We're going to get the Y, the M, the C, and the A. And we send our branches out. We find our breath. We have a nice tall standing leg. We're engaged through the hip. Our belly button's gently drawing in. Crown reaching up. Shoulders pulling down together. And you breathe. And you breathe. And you breathe. Our life force through the wiggles and wobbles. Inhale. Exhale, palms come to heart center and release that foot. Good. Pedal through the feet. Give the feet some love. And you can leave your chair where it is if that works best for you. I'm just moving mine to the other side. I have a little more room over here. All right. You know what this means. It's time. It's time for our cans. It's time for our cans here. So mine are only 15 ounces. So 15 1/4 ounces. So not quite a pound. So it's a little less than we're used to. But alas, we have a little bit of weight. If you have weights at home, great. If you have jugs of milk, you really want to go crazy, you could do 2 jugs of milk, but that's up to you. We'll go ahead, plant the feet hip distance. We have our squats here, and we're just going to do our can curls as we go down. So just nice and simple. We'll start up, and chairs behind us, hips reach back, we lower down, and we stand up and we curl. We lower down and we curl. That's 2. And curl for 3. Good. Sink and lower, up and curl for 4. We've got 5. Sinking the hips back. 6. Good. 7 and 8. Good. We're going to come back down and we're going to do one more. We have 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, have a seat. All right. With our cans here, we're going to get a couple tippy tappies in, bouncing the toes. Reach the toes really far forwards, as they'll reach. Back together. Reach them behind you as far as they'll reach. Tippy tap to center, to the sides, together, and relax. Sitting up nice and tall on our chair, we're going to start with a little bit of a press. So cans in the hands, elbows or triceps are parallel to the floor. We're going to inhale here, and exhale, press. Tapping up ahead of you. Good. Inhale, exhale, press. Inhale, down, exhale, press. Inhale, exhale. We got 4. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. Press them up, exhale. Last one, inhale down and exhale, press up. Good, and lower them down. Roll the shoulders, maybe shake out the arms a little bit. Hopefully your beans are gonna be fine with all the shaking. All right, we're gonna go ahead and do some tricep work. So we're sitting forward on the edge of our chair. We're gonna keep a nice tall spine and hinge forward, not rounding through the spine, keeping that crown of the head reaching forward. We're gonna bring our cans to our shoulders. We're gonna inhale here and exhale, press the cans out back behind us. Good, inhale, the movement is coming from the elbows. Exhale, press. Inhale, and exhale, press. I think that's 3. Inhale, 4. Inhale, exhale, 5. Inhale, exhale, 6. Good, inhale. We got 7. Last one, inhale here, exhale, press them back for 8. Good, sitting up, rolling the shoulders. All right, then we'll go ahead and do our single bicep curls. So sitting back on the chair, legs come wide. We're gonna bring the back of our left elbow to the inside of the left knee. If you can hold 2 cans safely, you can do 2. I think holding 2 cans is maybe harder. Maybe you can stack them. I have large hands, so I don't know if it's not feasible, just stay with 1 can. We'll go ahead, inhale up, keeping that top shoulder rolled back and down. We'll bring it down first. Inhale here, and then we'll exhale, curl it up. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Keep going. Inhale, keeping that top shoulder rolled. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Last one. Good. Inhale it down and exhale, curl. Sitting on up, rolling the shoulders, resetting the spine, taking it to the other side. Right elbow inside right knee, left shoulder rolled back and down. Hand can be on the thigh or the hip, wherever is comfortable, maybe holding the chair. We'll bring it down first and inhale here and exhale, curl. Inhale down, exhale, curl. In, good. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Inhale down, exhale, curl. Inhale, exhale. Last one. Inhale down and exhale, curl. Good. Sitting on up, bringing the legs back to center, rolling the shoulders. All right, we're going to do our triceps again. So we'll bring these cans up overhead. Let's see. You can hold on to both cans with both hands. So stack your cans, hold on to both of them. Arms reach up overhead, and we're bending again just at the elbows. We're going to inhale them down and pulling that belly button in, keeping a tall spine. Exhale, press them up for 1. Inhale down, exhale, press 2. Inhale, exhale, press for 3. Inhale, exhale, press for 4. 5, 6, 7, and last one. Inhale down, exhale, press for 8. Good. Lowering down, shoulders roll, feet in front of us, 1 can in each hand, resting on the knees. Our zombie walks here. So shoulders roll back and down. You're squeezing the shoulder blades together behind you to keep a nice tall spine, belly button gently pulled in. We'll go ahead and bring our right hand up to start, and then we're going to go up and down, up and down 2, up 3, up 4, 5, 5, 6, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8. We're going to keep going. 9, 9. You got it. Keep going. 10, 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, and rest. Roll the shoulders. Good. Shake it out. All right. And then our chicken wings. We'll do our chicken wings. Ain't no thing but a chicken wing, right? Elbows come together as best that they can. Our weights, we can get them a whole lot closer together, but we'll start for right here. Up in front of you. We'll go ahead, bring them out to the side and back down. Side and back down. Side, down. Side, down. Side, down. Good. Tall spine. And down, up, and down. Last one. Out, and together. Good. Resting. Shoulders roll. All right. We're ready to stand up. I don't have you all in person, so I can't say which weights have I forgotten. I think we got through quite a few of them. We'll be fine, right? We'll get more when we get to be back in person together. Feet planted. All right, weights are down. We'll go ahead, stand up for our squat, curl, and sit. Good. Stand, curl, 2, sit. Stand, 3, sit. Good. And 4, curl and sit. Up for 5 and sit. Up for 6, sit. 7, sit. And this is our last one. Here we go. We're holding for 3 curls, for 2, for 1, and stand up. Arms reach. Stretch up overhead. Take the stretch over to the left and to the right. And lower the weights down, cans down. Set them to the side. All right. We'll go ahead, come back to the mat. We're going to take one final cleansing flow here. So we'll go ahead, inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, arms reach up overhead. And exhale, palms come to heart center. All right, so I'm going to let you all do the same thing that we did on Tuesday. Take yourself over to the wall, swing your legs up the wall, take a couple of clocks out to the side, 2 on each side. Roll through the ankles a little bit, let the ankles get a little bit of movement, and then with your legs up the wall, relax and listen to the rest of the track that I'll send again. I'll link it down below, and that will be your Shavasana, your final resting pose. Soak up all the goodness, soak up a little bit of weight strengthening, and we will see you all again soon. I can't guarantee I'm going to keep making videos, but I will do my very best. If not, I will at the very least, I'll keep sending the links to these, but I'm hoping I'll be able to make videos each week. So on that note, friends, namaste. Thank you so much, and take care of yourselves. Be compassionate, be peaceful, be loving, and we'll see you soon. Bye.